Okay, so we're going to get started here with the drawbots. I'm going to do kind of just a quick getting started here. So we're going to make a new file, and we'll call this drawbots. Okay, and in here, we're going to, let's go ahead and go, we're going to make a class. So we'll make a class called drawbot. And for now, we're going to say def init. So, and then say pass. And then we're going to come here to main. And we're going to say from drawbot import drawbot. Alright. And then we're just going to do true drawbot dot run. Okay, so we're going to get this to work. So we got to add that run function here. Def run pass itself and pass. Okay, and then we'll add probably a try and a sup block. Oops. Sup keyboard interrupt. Alright, this thing is broken. Okay. So we're going to press save here. And save here. And we're going to run this. Okay. And that looks like it's working. So stop. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead now and start implementing the drawbot. And so the first thing we want to do is we actually want to create another file here called stepper.py. Okay, and this is going to be how we control the motors. So the motors on this drawbot are stepper motors, and we're going to use the stepper library. And so we're going to go here, stepper.py, click on this, we're going to click this to copy it, and then we're going to take that and we're going to paste it into here. Okay, we'll press save. Now we've got our stepper library. We don't need to really reference it, but we can see here we have some options. So when we initialize it, we tell it what pins it's connected to, and we can also control like the speed and the number of steps per evolution, but we'll take a look at that later. And so coming back to here, or to here rather, we want to say from stepper import stepper. Okay, and now in here, I'm going to say left motor equals stepper, and we're going to pass into it pins. And so on your kind of Pico carrier board here, you've got two motors. You got this top one here. This top one here is stepper A. Let me turn it over. You're getting to the camera. Here we go. I'm gonna plug it. Okay. So the top one over here has a label on it, as stepper A, and this one's stepper B. Okay, and you'll see that on here, there's a reference to stepper B, and over here reference to stepper A, and what pins that they're connected to. So you're going to have to figure out which motor is connected to stepper A and stepper B. But just for a reference, stepper A is pins 6, or we'll go start in reverse. So 19, 18, 17, and 16. And then stepper B is going to be 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? And we're going to say steps per rev. And let me double check that. Okay, making some small tweaks for here. So we're going to say, make a variable called steps per rev. And that's going to be 4096. And we don't need it because it's defaults here, but we're going to just have it set anyway in case you want to change it. And then also RPM equal to 8, which we can change as well. Coming over here, we're going to actually copy all of that and put it right here. We're going to say if name equals main, and that way we can run this file on its own without having to rely on this one. We might edit that later. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create an instance of one of our motors. Okay, so right now in the stepper A position, I have the left motor connected. So you'll have to check and see which one you have connected, but I'm going to say left motor equals stepper. And I'm going to put in a list of pins. So 19, 18, 17, 16. Okay? And I'm going to, in my run here, I'm going to say for underscore in range. And we're going to put in the steps per rev. Oops. We're going to say left motor should be self dot left motor dot step. We're going to put in just like a 1 there for forward. Okay. And let's see here. So let's come on, let's go self dot, there we go. So I run this, and you're going to see the left motor here start turning. We did everything right. Nope, has no attribute step. Oh, it's actually should be step underscore blocking. Okay. And now you see that motor turning. And it should turn, if I've done everything right, 1 full circle. Okay? Now we'll make some tweaks here. And if you actually look at it, relative to my car, it's going backwards. So I'll show you how to fix that. So I'm going to stop it. Oh, it's going to actually do more than a full circle because I need to add a sleep here. So let's add a sleep, say, of 5 seconds. Make sure you've imported time there. Okay, so the other thing that I mentioned was going backwards. So if your motor is going backwards, what you need to do is reverse this sequence. So we're going to say 16, 17, 18, 19. Now make it go forwards. Let's also say set those values here, the steps per rev and RPM. Okay, so I'm going to run that, and now we see my motor is turning forward instead of backwards, and it should stop after 1 revolution for 5 seconds. Okay, it stops for 5 seconds. There you go. So now we want to do the same thing with our right motor. So I'm going to make a second motor. We're going to call it right motor. And we'll just, I'll let you kind of figure out what should go in there. Okay, and then you're going to, in this run function, change that to be right motor to make sure that that right motor is running. Okay, so that will get you going with your drawbot, get both those motors turning.